Hey there guys, Raxby here and welcome back to the Leverkusen Career Mode. Don't worry, you're not on last episode. I know last episode we started with a game against Porto. Well, this is the return leg, so we're going to get into that in a second here. But if you remember last episode, we of course played the first leg and we did win that 1-0, so we have a pretty good position going into the second leg. Unfortunately, we've also had some more injuries, so we might have to make some changes. We'll have to see, but let's get into the game and see if we can advance to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. This is the lineup that I've decided to go with. Leno in goal, Henrich, Staal, Dragovic and Wendel form the defense. A midfield of Campo, Aranguiz and Kovalenko with Mehmedi, Kiesling and Bailey up front. I'm not too worried about a weaker front three because we don't need to score this game as long as we keep a clean sheet. So I am confident that our defense and midfield is strong enough to at least keep a clean sheet here today. So that's going to be my goal of this game. A clean sheet or any kind of draw and I'll be happy. Porto is playing for a window immediately on an attack. Elena with the save. Porto again and this time a shot just wide of the goal. Mehmedi to Kiesling. Back over to Mehmedi. Back in for Kiesling. Good save by the keeper. Oh, Porto is through after a mistimed tackle, but Leno with another save. He is going to be my man of the match. I just have this feeling. He's already been great so far. Now Bailey going inside here. That's clever. Lays this off and Campo puts the 1-0 in the net. And this means that with this away goal, they now need to score 3 goals to go through. That was such a big goal. Because, if they score 2 goals, we'll win on away goals. So, big goal here, and that solidifies my confidence in going through. Mehmedi now gets it back. Mehmedi is through. Let's cross this in for Kiesling. And his header is in the back of the net. And that means that they now need 4 goals. And that is a blunder by Casillas. What is he even doing? Now Porto. They will need to score soon if they want to do anything. And it looks like they are definitely planning on scoring soon. We're pushed down. Aranguiz, you need to get back on there. Aranguiz just lays on the floor after he's pushed down there. I mean, that should have been a foul. But he doesn't get up and then the player that fouled him gets the goal. Unfortunate there, but we're still looking in great position to go through. They still need 3 more goals. Aranguiz does well to steal that and keep the ball in play. Aranguiz lays that back to Garnier, our future star. But he finds the Porto defense in his way. Now Bailey. Bailey, what can we do? Oh, Bailey. Well, we can keep the ball in possession. Garnier here gets that. Gets it back. Garnier, oh, hits the outside of the post. Almost getting a goal on his Champions League debut. Now Porto coming through again. We need to stop them here. Leno makes a big save, but the rebound falls to them. And now it's back 2-2. Still 3-2 in aggregate. They still need 2 more, but if they keep scoring at this rate, they are going to do that. So we need to really do better there. Now Porto down the flank. Da Costa has it. But he doesn't get that to Bailey. Garnier now. What can we do? I wanted to give that through for Kiesling, but he took a while. Garnier on the ball. Has a good shot, but in the hands of Casillas. That should be the end of the game any moment now, though. And we should go through 3-2 on aggregate. I can be happy with that. We got the home win, and then this game we played quite well at the start. We did concede 2 goals later on after I made some changes to rest some players, but we're through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, so no complaints here. Up next is a home game against Bremen in the league. I'm playing with, again, a bit of a rotated side still. Baumgartlinger and Volland, of course, still replacing the injured Hernandez and Bender. But for the rest, it's my default front three and midfield. But in defense, Toprak is the only starter. Tierney, Dragovic, and Yetvay getting some game time to give the others some rest. Corner here, brought in by Kovalenko. Header from Dragovic, ends in the hands of the keeper. Bremen now with an attack. My player is blocked. Leno has to make the save. Couldn't get there to block him with a player. That does mean they'll get a corner here. Ball brought in at the near post. Still there. Still danger there. We cleared for another corner. Now what will they do this second time around? Ball comes in again. Leno punches it. Oof. Over the goal. Ball through for Kampel now. Kampel cut inside. Kampel. Oh, come on. A bit more power and that's a goal. Now Bremen on a dangerous attack. Oof. Hit the post and the crossbar. That was dangerous. But we get away with it. Memedy now. Over to Volland. Back through for Memedy. Memedy is through. Memedy. A cross goal for Bailey. And Bailey scores. The two changes that I just made, bringing on Bailey and Memedy on the wings, immediately pays off. Good run from Memedy. And he gets it to Bailey on the other side. And that's an easy finish for him. Volland does well to steal that. And gets the ball back then. Volland, can you make it 2-0? Yes, you can. And just like that, the game goes from Bremen being the more dangerous side and really giving me some trouble to me being 2-0 up and likely going to end up winning this game. Tierney gets it to Memedy. Over to Grenier. Back to Memedy. Back to Garnier. Garnier. Good turn, Garnier. Oh, his shot is just lacking power. But that should be the end of the game here. Any second now. And a 2-0 victory is definitely very solid. I can be happy with that. I struggled for a very long time. But in the end, we do get the 3 points. And it's all that matters in the end. Also going to switch up my trading. Now that Henrichs is well over 80, I'm going to take him out. And Garnier is going to get some drills. Mostly to improve his stamina and dribbling, but also his passing. And we'll see how he can grow the rest of the season. Hopefully I can get him to at least like 65 or something by the end of the season. Although that might be asking a bit much. And finally, to finish out this episode, we're going to play an away game to Hoffenheim. Playing with the first 11 that we are using currently. Volland and Baumgartlinger, of course, still in. And Volland actually has been playing really well. So even when Hernandez comes back from injury, I think Volland is going to keep his starting spot. Baumgartlinger, not so happy. He's defensively solid, but doesn't really offer anything else. So Bender will definitely be taking that spot over again. For us, my first team, let's see if we can keep our winning streak going with yet another win. Brandt now to Wendel. Wendel can just run up here, gets it back to Brandt. Brandt gets fouled in the box and we get a penalty. I mean, he just runs into me, doesn't get any of the ball. Clear penalty. Volland is the clear choice here. Let's slot this in and put us 1-0 up early on into the game. Kampel. Brandt now to Wendel. Kampel went down. Hopefully he doesn't pick up an injury as well. Kovalenko into the box to Volland. A second penalty? Are they just gonna keep fouling me in the box? I mean, he just pushes me. Well, Volland, let's go for a second. Kampel seems to have picked up an injury, though, but we're 2-0 up. It's halftime now, and Kampel seems absolutely fine. So it was probably just a small knock that he sustained, not a big injury, so he can play out the match, luckily. Now Hoffenheim. Danger here. They go into the box. They get a shot, but Leno with a good save. Bailey to Baumgartlinger. Baumgartlinger just with a great offensive action. Now over to Volland for his hat-trick. Oh, and it's in. And that is indeed Volland's hat-trick here. He has been so good since coming in for the injured Hernandez, and once again proving it here with a hat-trick. I mean, 2 of them were for penalties, sure, but you still gotta convert those, and this is, again, in off the post. It seems his specialty. 3-0. And that is the end of the game. So once again, a good victory. We keep our winning form, and everything is going well for us at the moment. Outside of injuries, of course. We could do with a bit of better luck with injuries, but if you take that into consideration, we're doing especially well. And Volland here picking up his match ball because he, of course, got a hat-trick. We also have an update on our scout. This guy, Thijs Vermeulen, is going to be like a left midfielder. We'll sign him up, I think. Ooh, Thijs Jacobs, he also looks like he could be quite good. Striker slash right winger. We'll sign him up. This guy, Marvin Hoekstra, doesn't look quite good enough. Sam Meyer looks like he could be very good, although possibly another right back. Not really what we need. A goalkeeper here, but definitely not good enough. Definitely not good enough. Not good enough here. And Christian de Groot, 68 to 94. I would like a little bit more info on him, because he might be the lower end, but you know what? We'll sign him. Why not? Because that, of course, completes our youth objective, finally. The board have come to me a few times complaining, but now it's done. 3 players signed in the youth academy to the defender position. Now, within this season and next, we need to grow 5 youth squad players with at least 10 points. Alright, Thijs Vermeulen is indeed a left winger, so that's not too bad. He might turn out to be pretty good. Thijs Jacobs is a center forward, not quite a striker, but center forward. I can make that work. Although 49 overall, he's going to be in the youth academy for a while. Sam Meyer is another right back. Doesn't quite look as good as Mike de Groot, so I doubt he will really see any action. And Christian de Groot is actually a left back, so not too... don't mind that too much, but he's only 15. He's going to need a lot of time still. So a lot of news. Hernandez is back from his injury, so he will be able to play again. We won a Manager of the Month award in the Bundesliga. Not too crazy because we did win all of our games. Kovalenko out for 2 weeks, so another injury. That's pretty bad. He's pretty much the only cam I have outside of my youth future star, so we might have to mess around with the formation a little bit. But Bender is back from injury again, so that is some good news. That's all for this episode though, so thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, you can subscribe down below to keep updated on my FIFA series. And while you are down there, a thumbs up always helps out a lot. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time around.